All right. Well, yeah. So this is Ample Party presents
Let me turn around.
Bob Quinn. Thank you for joining us, Mr. Quinn.
Thank you for having me. It's wonderful to be here.
It's very the most professional setting I'm sure you've been in before.
I mean, look behind me. It's just a mess.
Yeah,
so it doesn't matter.
Yeah. Everything checks out. It 100% checks out. You two can be kindred spirits. I can see it. Paul, this is what you can aspire to be, is everything that Mr. Quinn has put on and has done.
I really am an inspiration to the youth across America.
You can come up with
I'm 45. I'm an old man. Okay,
no, that's not too. I'm 42. That's not too bad.
I'm the oldest one here.
So I guess I guess I am the youth. Then.
Yes,
yeah, all right.
The youth of the nation.
Whatever.
You can still drink soda. I can't do that anymore. Yeah. Club soda and lime.
Oh man.
I'm surprised you're drinking the Nuka cherry because you were saying it's too much cherry. Like you were mixing it with Dr. Pepper before.
I had to, but I think I really got a taste for it.
You had to cut it with Dr. Pepper?
Yeah, it's very sweet. It's very sweet. So I cut it with Dr. Pepper, which makes sense to me, but yeah, whatever.
Tracks.
My dentist hates it.
What is this film on your teeth? It's just red and sticky.
Red film coating the entirety of the mouth. It seems to have sealed the teeth entirely. I can't let the rest of the people find out about this. I'll be out of business.
Yeah. I know what that actually explains it. Every dentist I've ever been to have had some form of candy in their little bags that they give you, or a little dish out front in the waiting room. That makes sense. Some job security.
Yeah,
that's how they get you.
What a scam!
Dentist office give out the most candy at Halloween.
Yeah. And the ones giving out
all
fruit.
Children know that. Go to Aspen Dental on Halloween. They'll be not open, but
they'll be not open, but there's a big bucket of candy out front. They just let you take all you want. And then they have appointment cards right next to it. You write your name down.
Yeah. Be sure to call. Well, to catch everybody up, a few weeks ago, I guess, well, maybe a month ago, we posted a short that included a comment from someone that mentioned Soft Serve, a creation of yours.
Mm-hmm.
She shows up in, I think it's 2 books. It's Way of X number 2 for sure.
Yep.
And they brought them up by saying they don't even get pissy about the ice cream dimension in that one girl's ass.
Who's they?
Yeah, well, so they are referring to people that were getting pissy at us for arguing whether or not the punch dimension is canon. Because apparently even Marvel doesn't know if the punch dimension is canon. It's been retconned and then unretconned and then retconned again. But Paul, being a Marvel Rivals fan, rehashed the whole situation by saying, "What now?" Because they mentioned the punch dimension in Rivals, and so
kind of fervent.
That's what brought that comment up.
Oh, okay. Tracks.
Yeah. And there has been talking about that. There has been quite a bit of traction on that. There's I think it's 85,000 views, and it's been shared 6,000 times. And I was like, well, I have to find out more.
Yeah.
And I went down the rabbit trail that is Soft Serve and came across the tweet thread that you shared with somebody where you were kind of workshopping.
Yeah, I mean,
the origins.
To disappoint literally everyone, there no thought went into any of it. Like, she was literally created. No, I'm not kidding. Like, there was so when my wife and I used to live in LA, we went to a local laundromat every Saturday, Sunday, depending on when the laundry needed to be done. Shout out Happy Bubbles and my buddy Hector, who was always there. And while we were waiting for the laundry to get finished, they had a nice little seating area outside. It had chairs and a little table. So I just sit there and I bring my sketchbook with me. One day I just drew this picture, and all it was a girl holding an ice cream cone and said, "No, Dr. Xavier, I poop ice cream. I poop ice cream better than anyone." That's it. It was like I'm a you know to the chagrin of like everybody who is a comic book fan. I wasn't a comic book fan growing up. I read Mad Magazine, right? So like
Okay.
everything I read was like farting and boogers and people getting their limbs chopped off, and you laugh about like that was it. So
Sure.
I posted it on like Instagram or something like that, and people thought it was funny or whatever. And then one day I had to fill a background with 1,000 like mutants all going to the Hellfire Gala or whatever, and I was just like, screw it. So I just ruined it. Like if you see the picture that's on like the Marvel fandom wiki or whatever, it's like this big. Like it's barely even on there.
The white and black that's just like her face with like a little X, just barely making her an X-Men.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
So
Nice.
I just did it as a joke to amuse myself because I've been staring at the page for like 8 hours or whatever. So after it finally went out, I was like, yep. So I guess I snuck that one in there and then just posted the picture. It's like, yep, there she is.
I can't imagine like a pitch meeting for something like that though. Like, oh, what is this?
Well, you'll notice that they've never done a series for it, so there's no pitch meeting. Nobody wants to do it. So. But
not yet.
Yeah, I guess. So once that happened, the internet found out, and then you guys caught it's about every 6 months somebody new finds out about it, and then there's like a big rush of activity my way.
I was gonna ask.
Yeah,
how
congratulations.
often.
Congratulations. You caught the 6 month wave. You got to ride it. But yeah, and then basically what happens is it's like people ask me questions and I'm like, I don't know. I didn't think about this beyond the laundromat, right? So they'll ask me a question and I'll go, I don't know, it's like this. And then someone else will ask me, but they'll ask me with some sort of fan theory, and I'll go, that's funnier than what I had before. I like that, right? So basically, her entire canon is whatever someone asked me that I thought was funniest at the time, and then I just and that's it. So again, sorry to disappoint. There's nothing here. I'm just like, I don't know. That's good.
Well, the biggest thing is I wanted to get answers for our own questions. I wanted to get answers for what the comments were suggesting.
I got it now, but
please ask away. We can make it up together.
No, well, I mean that pretty much hashed it out. The over. I'm sure you've definitely heard this, especially considering you and I are about the same age. It's in it's in the back of the memory that we try to forget that people question if you were inspired by Two Girls, One Cup.
No.
There's no inspiration.
I mean, there's no inspiration. I was bored of the laundromat. I mean, I'm familiar with internet meme stuff. So like, we all know about Two Girls One Up. We all know about Lemon Party. We all know about cake farts. It's like, yeah, I've heard of it, but no, there was no inspiration there.
For the record, for all of you degenerates out there that listen to us, don't Google that. Just take it for our word.
Just know that if you're of a certain age, you've heard of all this crap.
Yeah. True.
They used back before I did comics, I used to work at a game studio, and like the crap that would fly. Like if I told you some of the stuff that they used to send around, you'd have nightmares. You probably remember some of them as well, but I'm not going to bring them up just to keep your brain as clean as possible.
I can imagine. I can definitely imagine.
It's always.
I'm just doing you a favor, and I'm giving people less things to Google.
Well, I meant to look for it and bring it back up, but
sure.
Paul hated this. I did a follow-up with all the comments. At that point in time, I think it was at 300 comments where people were suggesting different flavors that they would like to have from Soft Serve. And probably not to your surprise, the overwhelming majority of people said Rocky Road.
That's the first thing that came to mind. I was like, clearly, it's Rocky Road.
Yeah. He made a pie chart.
It's a good joke. It's a good joke.
He made a pie chart.
I did. I made a pie chart. There have been
the data
analytics
involved here is really impressive. I like it.
It's awful.
That's my side. That's what
it was color coded. I hated it. It looked like those wheels you have to go to the doctor when you have like terrible feces, and you're like, yeah, well, it was kind of like this. It's like awful.
They're all like different shades of red and brown and gray and yellow and all that. Yeah, it was fantastic.
Yeah, thematic. Well done.
I was trying to think if there was any. Oh yeah, there's other people that are like posing like different positions or like how can she be used in battle. One person said, "Oh, I could fireman carry her if she's got explosive diarrhea and use her as a bazooka." And I was like, "This
Sure.
is." I kind of
I'm
want this in
glad.
a comic now, and if it was an actual Marvel like X-Men, that would be fantastic. But we all know that's not going to happen. Do you actually own the rights to Soft Serve, or is she just kind of
it's in a Marvel comic. They own her now.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Once you throw something like that in a book, it's their thing now. So I have. If they decide to do something with it, they can. But if they'll let somebody else draw it if they want to, I don't know. I had like a little 1-page comic or like a 2-page comic I wanted to do with her once. For like, and all you ever saw was like I can't remember exactly how it went, but it was like Magneto said something mean to her, and then like she's she's mad at him, and then we just cut to Magneto, and there's just an ice cream cone stuck to his helmet. And like you didn't see where it came from, but you just cut back to her, and she's got her angry face on. It's just supposed to be stupid.
Oh man, I would I would love every bit of that
silly toilet humor. I love that.
Yeah, exactly. That's all it is.
Well,
that is wonderful.
to kind of give a little more complexity as opposed to what we talked about so far for you. You're a 2024 Eisner nominee.
I am.
You've worked on titles such as X-Men that we've talked about, Superman, Spider-Man. I think you're currently doing Firefly. You've done several cover art.
I think it's known that I did covers for, at least one of the covers hit. I'm doing covers for Firefly. I've done. I had some covers out for some recent Ursula and Maleficent books, but I'm working on something right now that hasn't been announced. So I'm for the time being, I have to. I've just disappeared. So
I gotcha.
But I'm on issue 5 of it right now. So
how far in advance do you work on a series if it hasn't come out yet?
Normally it's you end up a few months out. I'll usually be like 2, sometimes 2.5 or 3 issues in before it starts hitting shelves. They give you a little buffer, and then they just assume that you're going to take 5 weeks to do an issue. I usually do it in 4. So I keep pretty far ahead, which is nice. But yeah, but this one, just because of the publisher's schedule, just kind of isn't hitting yet. So I don't even know if there's going to be an announcement about it until maybe New York Comic Con, maybe sometime next year. I think I'm going to be done with the entire series before it even gets announced. So
okay,
and then you won't be able to get me off your shelves because I'll be doing something else, and then this book's
yeah. Well, I know you're also. Yeah,
trying to.
You're also promoting, I guess it's your own book with someone else. That's Black Cat Social Club. Can you give a little bit more information on that?
That came out quite a while ago, actually. That was a book that we put out through Humanoids. It was with my old friend, one of my old Disney coworkers, Chris Painter. And it's like imagine witches. Now imagine that they are in a punk rock band. Now imagine that the way that they cast music is through playing songs. And now imagine all the demons in hell are trying to, mess with their business. And it's basically they have to stop like the apocalypse that they sort of inadvertently cause. It's fun. It's like what is it, 160, 180 pages or something like that. Came out a couple of years ago. Go pick you could do a lot worse for your buying dollar. It's a real fun little book.
I've definitely done a lot worse. Yeah, for some reason I thought it was still like being pre-sold.
Oh no,
maybe it was an omnibus
if you thought that, it's probably because I haven't updated my Instagram in about 1,000 years. So
well, I'm glad you brought that up because while I was doing some research and trying to pull as much information on you as I could,
sure,
I realized that your website is about a decade out of date.
Yep.
I was like, okay, he's got other priorities for sure.
Yeah.
As I dove a little bit more, I'm like, oh, he's been busy since 2017 or 2018, whenever that was.
There were a few. I think it was during COVID. I was doing two books a month because I was so miserable. Saying I was just locked in my house. Nobody could do anything, but we were still working. So, right. I just kept as busy as I possibly could and kind of have for the last decade. So, the reason my website hasn't been updated is because I haven't had a free minute to do anything.
No,
I just draw all
makes
day.
Sense.
Yeah,
that absolutely makes sense. With those fairly large titles, which ones would you say has been your most favorite to work on?
I grew up. So once again, I was not a big comic book guy, but like, I liked Mad Magazine and I liked cartoons. So anytime, like, I was a big, original X-Men animated series fan. So, working on X-Men was a real dream come true for me in whatever form I've been able to do it. So, and I've had 3 X books, which have been pretty incredible.
That's right. So Way of X, X Factor, and I guess
Knights of X.
Knights of X. Yeah. That's cool.
So that was really great. Being able to actually make Black Cat Social Club was really amazing. Because I just didn't think anyone was ever going to pick that book up. It was so weird, and it was like one of those things where it's like I had the concept and I was like, I don't know, no one's ever going to go for this, and it'll probably just sit in my file of all the things I want to make one day that nobody will ever make.
Was that potentially inspired by any of those old cartoons and stuff? Like, because you said it's like a witch band or anything? No?
Yeah, no, because I heard I guess there was like a Scooby-Doo thing, but no, like most of the stuff that I like, do you guys, I don't know if people still
Pussycats.
Oh, yeah, no.
Yeah. Not that old.
Back I feel old. But like old Inktober, you remember that when was it?
Yeah.
Jeff Parker or Jake Parker? I can't remember. Used to do that thing. So like invariably I would draw like, you draw one thing every day and then sometimes something would stick, right? And like at one point I drew like this band that was playing and like the bassist was a witch and I was like, this is kind of cool. And then, your brain kind of starts cooking on it a little bit. And you're like, I think there's something here. And then you kind of, you throw it in the shelf and you write it in a document. And then again, you never think anything's going to happen until somebody's like, hey, what do you got? And then I got this. And I'm like, here are the character designs and all this stuff. And they're like, oh, this is cool. Yeah, let's do it. And I was like, oh, this is actually happening. Okay, cool. So I ended up being able to make it.
That I've been there. I did Inktober. God, it must have been 7 years ago. Like I tried to do it for my Instagram. And the first one was just like Spirit or something like that. So I tried to draw like the spirit of Halloween. Like it was this little cartoon guy. Yeah. And that blew up into this whole idea of trying to do a webcomic. I still haven't finished any of it. About
I know how that feels. Don't worry.
This little imp named Trevor, who's the spirit of Halloween. And the apocalypse starts on Halloween night and he gets trapped in the mortal realm.
Perfect.
During the apocalypse, and it's like all about his little adventure through that. And
what is taking you to make this? Inktober. This sounds great. Put it on your website. What
yes.
What are you doing?
Stay on that track.
I don't know,
Bob.
This is great.
That question. Look, he has that filing cabinet that's behind him is chock full of great ideas. That it's a lot. You might be able to.
What's taking you so long? What are you doing? Why are you making them?
Yeah,
unmedicated ADHD.
Same, no excuses. Same,
multiple other jobs that I have to attend to.
Okay,
bills, exhaustion,
adulting.
Yeah. I should get to work. I've been working on character designs on and off. Like I'll touch on it, and I'll rough draft things, but
it. In like a very passive aggressive way to kind of poke at Paul in the many ways that I do. I was going to ask if you had a repository of unfinished ideas and just like little blurbs, little sketches that because I figured you probably would.
Yeah, I got a pile of them.
I think most creative people do.
Yeah. The moment that you were like, yeah, absolutely, sure, about coming on and talking about soft serve, there was a little part of me that was like, I wonder how much like Paul he is. He has to be a lot. Maybe this can be a little bit of a inspiration to push through your own walls and finish it.
I certainly hope so. That sounds great. I'd read it.
Yeah,
there you go.
I everybody I've shown it to, they're like, "Why haven't you finished it?" So I get it a lot. It's just I don't know if I'm just overwhelmed by my own stuff or if it's part of the ADHD nonsense or like.
I wonder also how much.
Are you married and have kids, or are you? Is it you or?
No.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
He's engaged and whatnot, but yeah.
No, that's fine. Because I know like a lot of I mean not to be mean, but like a lot of people I know they're like, yeah, I was gonna do this thing and then I got kids and then we're farting around all the time. Like we have a dog and I have no time in the afternoons now. It's like
yeah, no, I've got two dogs.
Oh, okay. You know what? Now I take it all back. I understand.
I have 2 dogs, 4 cats, and what do you call it? Bearded dragon. That's the other.
Oh, wait. What kind of dogs do you have?
One is a Finnish Laphound mix.
Sure.
He's just a big old fluffy bastard, and the other one is a pit bull lab mix, and he's just a little guy with floppy ears, and he's afraid of thunder, and
you may see our guy walk by here, but probably not. He's probably sleeping in the cold bathroom, which is what he. I
saw him
does.
for a second there at the start. He got up and walked away. He was sitting by the door there.
Yeah, he will do that, but then we have one bathroom in this house that stays incredibly cold for some reason, and that's what he does all day because we live in the desert. And he's a golden retriever, and he does not like how hot it is out here.
No.
So he just sits in there underneath the vent and waits for the AC to turn on and just sleeps and just gets buffeted by cold all day. And he's much happier in there. And I'm like, that's fine. I get it.
That would be me. That would absolutely be me. We're in the South, and I can't if it's above 95 with 60% humidity. I just want to die.
Yeah, I don't know how you guys live like that because we live, like I said, we live out in the desert, and it was like 40% humidity last week, and I wanted to die. It was miserable. So like 90 and 60, forget it.
I live in South Florida or mid Florida, whatever, but
sure,
it's a swamp.
Yeah,
it's absolutely a swamp.
Miserable. Get rid of all that humidity. I don't know what you guys are doing. It's crazy. I go outside, it's 102 degrees. I feel great.
Yeah, because you can actually breathe. The outside isn't trying to murder you.
Get some air in your lungs. What are you doing?
I have the AC and a fan going. It's fine.
Outside's instant humidifier.
Yeah.
if it gets too cold inside, I just open the door slightly for about 2 seconds, and I'm like,
yeah.
I did want to ask a very, very cliche question that I'm sure you've been asked 100 million times.
Maybe not. I don't know. I don't do many of these, so let's do it.
Oh, well, all right then.
Yeah.
Is there one piece of art, whether or not it's comics, whether or not it's games, whether it's the sculpture you have hiding in a closet somewhere, what is something that you are just over the moon proud of? Is it a book that you put out or a drawing? Is there something that just pops up in your mind? You're like, fuck yeah, this is it.
I have it. It's a thing. It hasn't come out yet. It's not. This is terrible because I'm working on like this other book with this big publisher, but like there's this little passion project I've been doing with a friend of mine for like the last year that like I pick at between pages or when I'm waiting on a script or whatever. And it's this really, really sweet little story about like this girl who is like working at an arcade in the 1980s on like the day it's closing down. And it is one of the purest distillations of me trying to tell a story that has ever happened, because the writer literally just gave me an outline. He's like, here's kind of what's happening in the scene. Here's some of the dialogue. I trust you. Right. And that has allowed me to pace things the way I want, choose the shots more carefully, fit the panels to the dialogue in a way that isn't dictated to me. And it's rough around the edges because I have to do it kind of fast, but like every time I look at it, I'm like, I cannot wait for people to read this, because it is one of the there are very few times something comes out where you go, that is exactly how I wanted it to feel, that it looks exactly the way I wanted it to look. And And this book is that book when I finally get a chance to finish it. Like once this is done, I'm just taking the month or two or whatever it is to just finish it. And get it out the door, because I'm so tired of looking at the pages and seeing them half finished in my folders. But
especially if you feel that way about it, like I would be wanting to hit that send button so quick,
and then you don't have to look at it anymore.
Oh, brother, no, I'm not going to turn my thing, but I've got a.
Yeah.
You should see this thing. I have one of those big filing cabinets from IKEA or whatever, and I have two of them piled on top of each other all the way up to the ceiling. So
I've got this tall one, and then I've got a tiny one further in the back here.
Yeah.
And it's just filled with folders that I've tried to organize. And
I would be excited to read that. Just the idea. I mean, arcades just in general, that brings me back to a happy time.
Oh, 100%. Same.
I love arcades. I miss how prevalent they were, and I'm glad that they're kind of on a rise. And I'll also throw in the Blockbuster smell. I miss that. I miss
Blockbuster smell.
Yeah, I miss waiting until Friday night, heading out, renting a game for 3 nights or 3 days, trying to beat it as much as you can before you have to return it. Yeah, the kids don't understand these days.
No, they don't
get off my grass.
Hang on, I'll pull up the one double page spread from the book, and can I screen share with you guys? I'm so proud of this book.
Yeah, you should be.
It's gonna be really great. So share window. Boop. Is this working? It's taking its time. There we go.
Oh, that's cool.
Oh.
Yeah. I just cannot wait for this book to come out. I am so incredibly pleased with it. But it seems like a lot of fun until you realize you have to draw this goddamn arcade every page. And you have to color each one of these books, because I did too much research, and I was like, well, this takes place in this year. What pinball machines are out? What arcade machines are out? And then
Gotcha.
Yeah, so like Dig Dug's in there, and then like I try to keep the logos in there if I can do it. So every page is a nightmare, because this is supposed to be like a cute little fun thing that you do, between stuff. But like every page is just like, it's just this slog to color the background and get all this stuff in. But I don't know. I feel like when it finally comes out and when you finally see it and it has all that love and attention to detail of the arcades I spent time in my youth, that it's just like, it's worth it. I'm fine. This is good. It was worth every painstaking second of it. Because those arcade machines weren't shaped the same either.
No,
it's fine.
No,
like the Nintendo ones were standardized, but all the other ones were all over the place. So
yeah, was it 1 player, 2 player, 4 player? Was it the little cabin that you could sit in and like, oh man, what was the race car game? It was like indie racing.
Yeah, I had a friend when I used to live
Daytona.
Could be Outrun, all that stuff. But like I had a friend in when I used to live in LA who had the sit down old what is it? It was the old sit down Star Wars game that had like the was it the Raycast? It's not Raycast. I can't remember the term for it anymore. You know what I'm talking about. But yeah, they had the sit down booth for it, and every time I go over there, because like they do this weird thing where like they have everybody over to their house and they like play music together. It's like you could bring over a guitar or whatever, and you just jam all night. And then I'd spend a bunch of the time in the back playing Star Wars.
This plays Star Wars.
Yeah, that
same. I don't blame you.
Yeah,
at all.
I could play music and I would still have to play Star Wars.
Yeah,
so
good man.
I mean, priorities, right? Now, you, before getting into comics, you spent 12 years working with Disney, THQ, Activision, and there's probably some other companies in there. What I didn't dive too much into that. It is a comic book podcast, but that Venn diagram crosses over a lot.
Yeah.
What made you think, I'm going to leave one dream job and go to another dream job?
So I'll be very clear about this. Games is not a dream job. It is a pretty miserable slog. I did it for 12 years. I did it from the publishing side. I did it from the development side. I did everything from console to handheld to mobile to web, right? I've if there is a corner of the games space, I've probably touched it at some point in that career. And in that time, I did everything from being a snapper, right? I was a designer. I'd go in somewhere and be like, hey, program this thing so it does this thing I needed to do in the engine so I can make the level I want to make, to being a different kind of snapper, which is being a producer on the publishing side going, why does this game suck? Fix it, right? And then going into a meeting with the executives, and then they're like, why does this game suck? Fix it. And I'm like, all right, I'm doing my best, right? And it's a lot of long hours, and invariably, I was working like on a bunch of licensed game and stuff like that, and those are never the ones that anybody gives a shit about. It's like you go to E3 and everybody's excited about the next Call of Duty or whatever, and then you're showing off Chicken Little and everybody's like, all right, guy, make a real game. And I'm like, you don't know how hard this is, right? Because like we have to do this.
Sure.
Yeah, you guys have 5 years to crank out one of these things. I have 12 months, and we have to make sure that everybody in Disney is happy with it, right?
Right.
So and then like the design side, I don't know if I just worked at a studio that was kind of the studio was going through some kind of rough patches, I think, where like art didn't really get along with design, and design didn't get along with art, and art didn't get along with production. And so like everybody was asking for things and nobody would listen to each other, and like so and so you end up pulling a lot of long hours, and at the end of the day you kind of look at this game that like nobody really liked playing, and then it just feels kind of terrible, right? And it's very hard, like outside of saying sometimes I yelled at a guy to make this level better, or I made this one interaction that's kind of fun, right? It's very different to sit down at the end of the day and actually hold a piece of paper in your hand that you spent the day on, or later hold a book in your hand that like every page you had a hand in, right? You helped tell that story. So for me at least, it was there was a distance between my input to the project and what actually came out that I didn't find terribly fulfilling. On top of the fact that like I worked for a lot of companies, Disney specifically, that wanted to be in the game space but really weren't committed to making good software. They were just committed. There was a lot of commitment to, we have an event movie and we needed to support it on all platforms as much as we can. And I definitely come from like I really want to make a great game, and because we don't have time to really do the work, what we're putting out is kind of compromised, right? So like that's very difficult when you are a big gamer, right? Like I still have a group of friends that we play almost every night, so when I got the opportunity to actually break away from all that and do a comic thing, I was still very raw at the time. I was like, I talked to my wife and I was like, I really want to try to make this happy. And she's like, I really want to make this happen. And she goes, would you please do it? You're miserable. And I was like, okay, great.
It's amazing how much that outside perspective can be, right?
Yeah. She said immediately, she's like, do it. Like you can find another job if this doesn't work, but you're miserable right now. Like just don't keep doing this to yourself. And I was like, okay, great. So I did it, and I made a graphic novel, and nobody bought it, nobody read it, but it opened doors, right? Just doing the thing and making the thing is enough sometimes, because all of a sudden you now have pages that you can show to people, be like, yeah, I know how to do this job, right? And I had like a crash course of like 180 pages of, can I tell a story visually? And the answer turned out to be yes. And then from there, it was Dynamite books to Marvel books to DC books to all over the place. And if you're fast and easy to work with and okay-ish artist, you stay busy.
I'll say I've seen some of the art in some of these books from people who have put out a lot of books that aren't great. Like, that's serviceable. It's okay.
Yeah, that's kind of me, but I'm agreeable and I'm fast, so I work a lot.
I don't know. I did go through several pages of your art, and I can 100% say that there are a lot of people not on your level. I appreciate it.
I appreciate that very much. Thank you.
And plus, also, who else will draw, a mutant that shits ice cream? Also,
only me, baby.
There was a little part though where it's not actually. I think you referred to it as a unfortunate placement of a portal, but it's not actually like her.
Look, man, I've probably said a billion things. I've said a billion things in the past. I don't know what I said. So what is making you laugh? Whatever's making you laugh the most is the right answer.
That's probably.
I love that. I love that. That's like when everybody asked, I forget his name, the guy that did The Sopranos. They were like, "What does the meaning of the end of The Sopranos mean?" It's like, what do you want it to mean?
Yeah.
Did Tony die? No, it's whatever.
Somebody brings him an ice cream cone.
Yeah,
obviously.
She's been drawn I think a total of 5 times, in my entire life. So it's like,
I mean, that's still cool though.
Hidden tiny as hell in one background, hidden tiny as hell, like in the middle of a double page spread on the fold, so she's hard to see, right? Like,
But that, I mean, because now that just exists in Marvel, and obviously people care that.
That was the thing that I found the most shocking was how much people gave a crap. Like.
Yeah.
There's this very sweet girl who will cosplay her every now and then, and I've met her. She's very sweet, but like she's got the little fascinator. She comes in with 2 ice cream cones. I'm just like, all right,
that's awesome.
She's very nice.
Pretty cool.
Yeah.
I need to find her now.
People latch on to niche things. I think.
They really did. Like that is something I wasn't prepared for in the whole thing. I was like, oh, people really give a shit about this. Like they really dig in. Like they ask a bunch of questions, and I'm like, I didn't think about it. I don't know. And then they get upset when you don't know.
Yeah, everybody's just tired of Cyclops at this point. Like,
I guess.
Yeah.
What about this pooping mutant? Like, all right, whatever you want.
Yeah. That is
people are also weird. So
is a little.
True too.
I think special about us as far as like comic book people go, comic book nerds, is that I mean, lore matters to
it really
like
does.
Paul's 100% a lore guy. I'm more of like surface level. I'm very, I guess, superficial. I guess as far as that goes. But there's a little bit of something for everyone, and I don't think anybody goes. I would assume that you don't create a book with the intentions of, oh, this is going to get the largest amount of eyes on it, unless it's something like Superman or Batman or whatever. But it's like it's okay to have a smaller fandom or a smaller audience, as opposed to something like a $100 million Call of Duty from Activision. They have to sell millions and millions of copies. When comic books, you're at like what 100,000 is killer.
100,000 and you're doing good. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, like I make all this stuff for. If I do anything, I'm doing it because I want to do it, right? Like like soft serve exists because I was bored at the laundromat and she made me laugh, right? That's it,
right?
And then Black Cat Social Club exists because I thought it would be fun, right? Like all these like there's a really good old David Bowie quote that I used to love, where he was like, you create art to kind of help you understand your place in the world and in society, right? And it's nice if other people resonate with it, but like I make art the same way that my friend has identified that I make Dungeons and Dragons characters, where each one of them is me trying to psychoanalyze myself. It was actually very funny. He went back through every single one of my characters and they told me what aspect of my personality they were, and I got very angry at him. He's like, this character is your sense of being a fraud, and I was like, fuck you.
Do you still have like a certain amount of like imposter syndrome? I know I would if I were in that situation,
every
especially
day.
for like the first book.
Yeah, I have imposter syndrome every single day. Like I when you grow up reading books from Jim Lee and Mark Silvestri and like looking up to those guys and then kind of stepping away from it, and then seeing people like Scotty Young or Andrew Robinson or Sean Murphy and all these other guys working, and then I'm just sitting here doing what I'm doing. Like, I'm like, why does anybody give it like? And I do give it like nobody really gives a shit what I'm doing, right? Like, in the grand span of all the people who are working in this industry, the number of people who buy a book because I'm drawing it is infinitesimally low, right? Like I don't think I'm the kind of artist that people go, oh, he's drawing it, time to put that on my pull list, right? I'm just kind of not that guy, and I've kind of accepted that. Like I'm doing my best, and I'm trying to get better every book I'm drawing, but I'm not that guy yet. And, as you can tell from the white whiskers, it may not happen for me because I'm getting a little old now. But,
man, Frank Miller is still out there running cons and people flock to him. There's still time.
Yeah, I mean,
I don't know how old he is, but he's old.
Yeah, I mean, there's still time, but, I'm not that dude yet. Right.
I mean, you've sold me. I'll go buy a book because you drew it at this point.
Well, I appreciate it.
As a matter of fact, I've had it. I haven't pulled the trigger on it, but I have Black Cat in my cart.
Well,
in the moment that your arcade book drops, I was going to ask you for a name, but you might not.
Oh no! It's called Quarter Life. And
I love it.
There's a. You know what? Awesome. When we're here, email me your address. I have an ash can. I'll mail it to you.
Dude, that's
I'll mail one to both of you guys.
Oh, awesome.
That's awesome.
Yeah,
you've definitely got an instant fan. I mean, first off, the way that you replied to our little show, the way that you were like, oh man, I totally, that was on me.
Dude, I felt so bad.
No, I mean,
and I'm like, I'm sitting here going, I'm like, these guys have work, they have all this stuff, they set aside this time, and I didn't even show up. And I'm like, well, how insulting. I felt so bad.
Well, we thought that you might be called up with San Diego Comic-Con or something like that. Or
I mean, dude, I'm going to San Diego, but I don't have a table. I go to San Diego every year, and I go down there to eat too many hamburgers, drink too much beer, and meet my friends for meals. Like that's all I do, right? So
it's awesome.
Like like the guys I did Kill Your Darlings with, we're getting dinner, and like I'm getting lunch with an old friend from Disney that I worked with, but like. I don't know. Like, I'm not selling anything down there. Like, I don't have a table. I don't do anything.
Well, I mean, but I'm just saying, like, from all of that, the passion that you obviously have for it, the fact that it's so apparent that you're in this for the love of it, and you're just trying to share with others, with the rest of us, what makes you tick is just kind of like, there's a sincerity to it that some people don't have. A lot of people, I think, don't have. Maybe they had it at first and it's kind of like died off. But man, you have a fan in us now, and there's at least a few more pools that you'll be added to.
I sincerely appreciate it. I really like the new book. The new book I'm doing right now is incredibly different, both like tonally and artistically, from anything I've ever done in the past. So it's me definitely stepping out on a limb artistically. So I certainly hope people enjoy it, because it's very, very different. I usually do kind of much cleaner sort of big superhero stuff, and this is a bit rougher, a bit more introspective, and we'll see. We'll see.
I like the rougher stuff. I don't know if you're
Robert's
familiar with them or not, but recently added to my list were Witness Point and Dispatch, which are both kind of they look sketchy. They don't look like computer generated, potentially AI art kind of stuff, and they're from Ignition and Image, I think, were the other were the publishers, and they're just very grounded, very the way I describe one of them is Die Hard meets MacGyver, and it's just awesome. It's a good palate cleanser from the fantastical, over the top, underwear wearing superheroes that we all love. But yeah, I don't know. I like out of the box kind of stuff. So I'm excited.
If that's the case, you may find something real special in this book. I think what we're doing is really, really cool. It's very different. It's very left field. And once you see who the publisher is, you'll go, oh, that makes perfect sense. Yeah, I'm just, again, I have no idea when it's coming out. So it's just like one of these days, this book will emerge and I'll be like, oh yeah, that's that thing I worked on for a year.
Well, I'll have to set up like a little. I think on League of Comic Geeks, you can actually subscribe to or add just specific artists to your list. So
okay,
that's awesome.
Thank you. I sincerely hope you read and enjoy.
Oh yeah. You had mentioned making D&D characters.
Yeah,
I thought that was kind of funny because I recently had drawn a sort of villainous character for D&D project. Not even just for D&D. I just kind of started drawing a guy one day, and then it turned into this whole thing for my buddy Frank, because I know he's having D&D, and now I'm wondering if it says something about me too. But like, I think
are you talking about Plow?
No, not Plow. That's Frank's.
Oh.
Plow is Frank's. No, this was the flamingo. Do you mind if I share it?
Please.
I mean,
I'm gonna full screen so I get the whole thing here. I like that dude.
Yeah. This was just sort of this like villainous city guard kind of guy. Very flamboyant.
The mustache is really doing it for me.
Yeah, I was looking at the mustache. Something tells me he would go honk, honk, honk at some point in time.
He's got a very everything very flamingo-y, vibrant.
I think it has been a while since you have paid your protection money.
Yeah, exactly. It was right up in there. And then I did a sort of owl druid too at one point for someone, and this.
Oh, she's adorable.
Yeah, this was. I get the sketches out, and then I hate doing line art sometimes, so I just do the initial sketches. So
yeah.
That actually brings up a good thing too. That I have on my little quick notes. Do you have a preference between? Because there's like colorists, there's artists, there's pencilers, there's like sometimes it's all inclusive. It's like, oh, this person is just the artist for the book, and then sometimes it's delegated out. What causes that? Is that
it depends. So my preference, for me at least, is that I handle all art duties. Like I want to pencil, ink, and color. I want to do the whole thing, because usually as I'm drawing the page, I kind of have a thought in my head of how I want, I want what I want the mood to be, kind of how I want it lit, as much as you can light a comic book, right? And what ends up happening a lot, at least at publishers and stuff like that, is that you're up against pretty constrictive timelines, right? Like this book needs to come out once a month, right? And most, like, if on my best timeline, I can do a full book soup to nuts in 5 weeks, right? But that's pretty aggressive. So in order to make sure that everything can come out on time, you end up delegating a lot of tasks, right? So it's like, once I've penciled it, I can hand that off to the inker, and then the inker, I don't have to go back and look at that anymore, right? So like you can do more work more quickly. And then the other thing is that I think Marvel has a tendency to actually, I don't know if I'm talking out of school on this, but whatever. if they can fire me or whatever. But like they'll do like exclusive contracts with a lot of colorists and stuff like that. So there have been a number of occasions where I said to them, I was like, hey, we're working on this book, I'd really love to color it, and they're like, well, we'll see, kind of thing. And ultimately, what it comes down to is that they have guaranteed X colorist or whatever X amount of work for this month. Right. And they had slotted the book that I was going to be drawing into their work schedule. So that person is guaranteed that work. And I say, hey, I want to color it. They're like, that's great, but we kind of can't. Right.
I gotcha. I can understand that. You don't want to take away from somebody else.
Yeah. Like I don't want to. Yeah, exactly.
I was thinking it was going to be pointing more towards like a continuity thing from book to book, like throughout a single series. But I mean, that makes sense.
No. It usually it's one part schedule, one part the editor. Hearing that makes an editor nervous. One part they've guaranteed people work. Like Kill Your Darlings, I did everything. Soup to nuts, pencil and color. I'm incredibly proud of it. Yeah, there is very rarely a page in there where I go, that's not exactly how I wanted it to look. So
that's a big thing when it comes to creators too, though, right? Like once you never truly finish something, there's always something that you kind of want to go back and readjust. You want to shade a little bit different. You want to take this line away here, or
there is not a book that I have on my shelf that I have drawn that I don't see every mistake I made in it. But usually, the good news is usually I will put it away for a minute and then I'll pull it back out and I'll look through it and I'll go, this isn't as bad as I remember it being, which is usually a good feeling. There are very few where I pick it up and I go, really shit the bed on that one. But usually it's kind of like, all right, this is pretty good. Then I go, okay, I guess I kind of know what I'm doing, you know.
Nice.
Yeah.
That's why I have a filing cabinet.
That is why you have a filing
brother.
cabinet.
I understand.
So I don't. Yeah, that's part of it.
I
have done that though. Like where I've looked back and I'm like, oh, I wrote this.
Yeah.
This is great.
This was inside of me.
Yeah, what is this? And then I sit down and like Robert said, I'm a big lore guy, so I'm like, oh, this is great. And then I sit down and I write out the entire history of the world's religion.
Sure.
All of a sudden, I've lost myself in a whole new bubble.
Yes. So now you must bring to life the apocalypse goblin. What are you waiting for?
Yeah.
Yes, Paul. You should
waiting
listen
for the real apocalypse.
You should listen to the professional, the one that's doing.
No one's going to
what
give a
you've
shit about
aspired to
comics
do.
when the apocalypse happens. Get it to them now while they still have free money.
There you go.
Look, Billy, you'll have to hand draw every single book because all of the printing shops will have been destroyed, and that will be how you barter.
I'm gonna have to do that anyway.
Sandals and carrots in the future, where everything's been irradiated. Okay.
Yeah, because there won't be TV and stories anymore, so I'll just put out a comic book.
Cave paintings.
There you go.
Yeah. There we go.
Cave paintings. I'm gonna work on it. I will. The day I finish the first something, I will.
Please do. I like her artwork quite a bit. So
I will send it to you.
Do it. Do it.
See, he won't listen to his friends. Maybe he'll listen to a professional.
Because my friends are programmed to lie to me.
I'm not.
Yeah,
there you go.
I'll tell you. I'll tell you what I think.
No ties to me.
Yeah. I don't know. I don't know you. I don't know you from Adam.
Tell me my art.
This art is
That's
good,
true.
and I like it. All right, buddy. And I want to see it, and I want to see the story that you wrote for it. Okay,
I'm clipping
in
this.
one of
I'm
these
saving
drawers.
it to my
Well,
phone.
find
so that
it.
way when he starts pulling up his bullshit that he goes to for the past 20 years, I'm like, you remember this? You remember Bob?
So the
You
other
remember
one.
what Bob said? Do what Bob said.
He's going to be accredited on the opening page.
Opening page. And
There you go.
To that artist guy who screamed at me on my podcast.
That's going to be in the prelude of every single one of the votes for Bob.
Exactly. To Bob. Just one blank page, one line to Bob. Thank you.
Yeah.
That's it.
Hell yeah.
That'd be great.
Might be potentially divisive, but
Oh boy.
maybe not. Maybe not. No.
Find out.
What's your opinion on Absolute Batman specifically? And like how it's been for the comic industry and because Paul has his feelings. He likes it, but he has his feelings and I have my feelings.
I'm going to be super honest with you. I haven't read it. I've only read Absolute Wonder Woman. So, haven't read Absolute Batman
Wonder
yet.
Woman.
Yeah. I love Absolute Wonder Woman quite a bit.
Batman's terrible.
Is it really?
No, it's great. It's great.
Absolute Wonder Woman's a little bit interesting because I have zero experience with that character outside of the Absolute run, with exception of the Gal Gadot movies, which I thought were good.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
But Absolute has made me really, really interested in her. But I wanted to ask you about the Absolute Batman and like the effects of it in the industry, because I know there's a lot of people that are in like the forums that I'm in and groups and whatnot that try to compare it to like Dark Knight Returns, or they'll say, no, it's more like the death of Superman. Like it's big now. It's a fad. It'll go away. Don't even worry about it. But to me, as somebody who is a bona fide Batman fan, it feels much different than that. I'm not saying it is Dark Knight Returns, but
yeah. Well, I mean, how many issues
different.
in are they even right now?
23.
Yeah, it's getting
Yeah.
up there.
Well, how many issues were those other series is. Like, it seems like it has some staying power, right? Like, people are still
and it has
reading
11 the first issue is 11 reprints.
I don't know how you argue with that. I mean, look, here's what I'll say. I think there's a real hunger from comic book fans. Okay, so I'll take an even farther step back. If you look at sales charts, American periodical floppy comic books get absolutely eaten alive by manga. All right, they just do. And the reason for that, I think, is that you have a singular artist telling you a singular story for as long as they want to do it, right? And the problem with America, and the thing that for some reason the American publishers can't figure out, is that when you've got 80 years of canon that's been written and recanonized and revitalized and all this stuff and redone, it becomes impossible to follow. And it's very daunting for somebody to come in and be like, well, what do I know? What do I need to know about all these characters that they're bringing in? Think of like Grant Morrison, who's like grabbing a character from obscurity from a billion years ago, and then like he does something with him now, and you're just like, okay, I guess that's cool. But Absolute Batman is just Absolute Batman. It just started here. It's 24 issues or whatever, and you're at the point in the story where, and you can pick it up. You can pick it up right now and follow it from the beginning.
Yes.
I wish more of the publishers would just let a team own a thing and own the story of it for as long as they want to own it, tell the arc that they're going to tell, and then just leave it and just let it be its thing. It doesn't need to go forever. And I think the desire to make these things go forever and to have ages and ages and ages and ages of canon, though fun, is daunting and difficult for people. And I think that's part of the reason that it's been successful. Is it like, here's a new take on Batman. It's not connected to anything. Just read it and have fun. Right. That's easy. That's an easy sell.
Yeah.
I don't need to know anything coming in. I can just read Absolute Batman. He's got an axe on his chest. Awesome. Right? Or whatever.
It is pretty cool. It is really cool.
You've summed it up. That's it. That's all there is to it.
That's what it feels like to me. But but again, I didn't read serialized anything. I read Mad Magazine. It's just Alfred E. Newman took a dump today or whatever, right? Like that, or whatever.
Yeah.
Like
you're not wrong.
Yeah, no, but like, my guys are like Duck Edwing, right? Like the guy that had that Mountie that he'd decapitate every time, or like those guys that would hang in the, those little furry guys that would hang inside of the torture chamber or whatever. Like that was the guy I always thought was really funny. Or like Dave Berg, who did Lighter Side, or Don Martin, who did all those weird things with gross sound effects and stuff like that. Obviously Sergio Aragonés. Like these are all my guys, right? So I'm not a continuity guy. I just want to see just give me the jokes.
Right. Just get it for the lulz. Gotcha.
Yeah.
I like it.
That's awesome.
I love it.
Yeah.
I want some more of it. I tried so hard. Well, Paul,
What's up? I'm here.
I like you, Bob. I like you a lot.
Oh, thank you. I've enjoyed this conversation.
This is,
even though
there was a little bit of like you're going to school for the first day. You're like a little nervous. Like, I don't know if the new kids are going to like me or not. Of course, there's a little bit of like, common ground. We're all obviously nerds. And it's just, it's always good to find another kindred spirit,
there you go.
another nerd.
Yeah. Agreed.
Is there somebody, is there a book that you've had to work on that you were just not super into, that you're just like, or a situation or a group of people that you're like,
No, I make a lot of my decisions based on people I like working with. So it's like, if I've enjoyed somebody, like, or if we've hung out in the past and I'm like, this is a cool guy or whatever, I very rarely find myself in a situation where I can't find something I can enjoy about whatever I'm working on.
That's good.
So
that's really good.
Find those silver linings.
Yeah, exactly. It's like, is everybody punching each other and doing stuff like, I'll usually say, but like, what cool stuff do I get to draw? Are there good jokes and some big feelings, and maybe somebody gets punched in the face? Okay, we can make a book about that. I'm good.
Nice.
When you're working on a book, how close are you to the other people that are also like if you are doing just all the art?
Mm-hmm.
I know you said that you're friends with the writer for the arcade, but like Way of X, like how close are you with the writer or
Cy
with the
and I,
publisher or anybody else involved?
So Cy Spurrier and I used to get on Zoom every now and then and chat. I like him quite a bit. He was a pleasure to work with. And then Mark Russell and I have hung out on a number of occasions. Teenie Howard and I apparently lived like almost in the same neighborhood, but like never ran into each other. So that was a bummer because Knights of X was really a pleasure to work on as well. Yeah, and then, like as far as the publisher, like most of my interaction actually goes through an editor. So like somebody at Marvel will call me and be like, "Hey, we got this book. It's kind of about this. This guy's writing it. Do you want to draw it?" And I'll go, "Sure." So then most of the time I'm just sending stuff back and forth between me and the editor, and I'll usually CC the writer, just so they can have a sense of what's going on. And then, but usually everything is pretty clear in the scripts. Like I don't have to ask a whole lot of questions. I just kind of go, and then assuming they don't see anything objectionable or like that I completely screwed the pooch or like misinterpreted something in one of the panels. I usually don't hear that much other than like, oh yeah, no, can you tweak this face? Like the editor I'm working with right now is really, really wonderful, and if I say who it is, it'll probably give away too much stuff, but they give some of the best, most cogent feedback I've ever received in the comic book industry that has a really wonderful sort of holistic view of where you're at in the story. And like I'll get real subtle notes of like, hey, can this person should be slightly more nonchalant because we're trying to communicate this here. And I was like, dang it, you're right. Like there was this one where the editor gave me this is like, no, put this character's hand on the other character's shoulder because this is about him possessing this other character in this moment. And I was so mad I didn't think of it because it was like, God damn, it's such a good note. I should have thought of it. Yeah. But like every time one of them comes in, I'm just like, oh, thank goodness this other person is here and who has this ability while working on a billion other books to take the time to really look at every panel and go, no, not quite like that. More like this. Like the just subtle shaping of sometimes body language or little bits that are just really heightening the story in a way that's like incredibly additive. And it's like one of those things where you're not mad when the note comes in. You're like, that's a good one.
Yeah, it's kind of amazing how that can be portrayed through drawing. Like all the time on the normal weekly show, Paul and I will say, "Oh man, did you see how this artist drew this face? It's very emotive. Like you can see that they're scared, or you can see that they're shocked, or even the one that we recorded yesterday, we were talking about the newest issue of Absolute Green Arrow, and there's a frame where Dinah is like shocked, but the entire frame has like this tint of red over it. So it's like not even in the actual drawing, but it just gives this sense of environment, I guess. But
yeah, sometimes an artist will ask for that. Like I've been, I've worked with a lot of colorists, and in general, I don't like to give a ton of notes because like my feeling is like, while it is sort of like assembly line comics, at a certain point, this is another creative professional and they're trying to do their best and they're trying to put their stamp on the thing and they want to feel creatively involved in it. And if I'm just sitting here saying, no, my way, that's not fun for them either. Right. Like every now and then I'll give hey, can we fix this thing or do this thing or a little bit more like this? But I really do my best not to get too up in their business. But sometimes stuff like that will be like, no, tint this frame red. I really want to punch this, or like, I've had things where I've like, no, can you go back in and like, after you've colored it, blur the whole frame for X, Y, and Z reason or something like that, or no, can we cut the lighting off here for whatever reason or whatever stuff like that. And people get more micro than I do. Like
I could see that.
I've had editors say that, like, if you want more, you can ask for more, and I'm like, nah, because like this guy really gives a lot of notes, and I'm like, it's possible that like I'm hamstringing the book to a certain degree, but like at the same time, I'm like, this guy is coloring a book in a week, and I don't want to make him miserable, you know?
Right. And obviously, like they are there for a reason. Like they got the job because they struck a chord with whoever was hiring, and they fit the vibes. I mean, how are you going to be?
Well,
restrictive that much of a creative person?
They'll ask the artist who they want to work with. Like they'll usually ask me, like, "Hey, is there a colorist you really want to work with on this book or whatever?" And sometimes you even get the one you ask for.
Sometimes. Yeah, you mentioned Teenie Howard. I knew that I knew her work, but I couldn't put my finger on it, so I had to look it up. Yeah, I absolutely love her stuff on Catwoman, and then on the most recent Sirens Love Hurts run. Yeah, it was she's one of the names that I follow along. I genuinely
I've
gravitate
heard
towards.
those books are all really good. Like I said, like that Absolute Wonder Woman book is like the most recent thing I've read in a long time. I buy books all the time, and I'm like, this is the one I'm going to get to next, and I don't.
Just goes in the backlog.
Yeah, like a bunch of these, I haven't read them. No, they're on the shelf. I'll get to them. Don't worry. One of these days,
eventually.
Yeah, eventually. Usually by the end of the day, I'm so fried. I just I sit down on the couch, and then I mess with the dog for a minute, and then he gets tired of me and he walks away. And then, I'll send the eyeballs to my buddy and be like, "Hey, we're playing Overwatch tonight," and
I was going to ask what games you were playing. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm on my new Game Plus run of Ghost of Yotei, and then a lot of Overwatch.
I fell off really hard off Overwatch. I used to play it all the time.
It's okay.
Well, Marvels came in, and
Marvel Rivals came in and just took my full attention away.
I liked Rivals when it first came out. I can't play it anymore, man. I really can't. I don't know what happened, but like I came back to it after a couple months, and like the game just didn't feel good to me anymore. And I was just like, all right, I just have to accept I'm an Overwatch guy. As much as I love Marvel and my time working there has been so amazing, but I don't think this game is for me anymore.
Yeah, they recently just changed it again, and they've added. I
didn't play at all.
Way of like controlling everything, like everybody can access team ups.
Yeah, the team ups are like an all the time thing now.
It's good. Jubilee, she is my jam. Now
she looks fun.
She's great.
My friend said she's a lot of fun. I haven't played it. I uninstalled it.
Bright. It's very bright. There's color everywhere.
Well, I think I'm you have definitely more than satisfied everything that I wanted to ask and figure out about soft serve. I'm glad to know that we're not the only weirdos to bring her up.
No. Like I said, it's about every 6 months, and you hit the 6 month wave. So I'm glad it helped your reach on social media. I'm glad to have been a
sort. We went from like nobody watching to like suddenly everybody's like, wait, what?
You did it.
Yep.
Way to capitalize on whatever it is I've done.
Yes. We haven't made any capital yet, but
No.
Hey man,
but that's
give it 2 weeks. You're gonna get those MeUndies ads. It's gonna happen.
Oh, dude. Let me tell you, MeUndies and Raycon.
MeUndies as a sponsor. Oh, that would be great.
It'd be the first time ever Paul has new underwear. Well, at least in 20 years or so.
Wow! Blowing up his spot. What is going on around here?
That's not true.
Wow. That is
subscription
tough. That is tough, man.
One of them, I can't remember. That's mean. That's just evil.
That's good. Thank you for giving up your time. It definitely
my absolute pleasure.
You're a busy guy.
No worries.
Very much appreciated. Like I said, I know you have two new friends, friends and fans out of us.
Oh, good. I appreciate it.
Like let me look this guy up. He's definitely more than just ice cream pooping mutant.
No,
So
I do other stuff miraculously somehow.
do they also include ice cream?
I mean, like I made homemade ice cream once. I think we got an ice cream maker for our wedding. My wife and I did, and I think we used it like one time. I don't know. Yeah.
I like it.
Gag.
I like it. Well, for I guess for the record, what is your favorite flavor of ice cream?
I'm so boring. I'm just gonna say vanilla. That's it. Because like here's the thing.
Yeah.
Every time somebody tries to get too cute, they end up regretting it. There was when I was working at Disney back in the day, we had this company come in called Cool House, and Cool House made ice cream sandwiches, and it was cookie, ice cream, cookie, right? And you could do any combination you want. They had like blueberry, they had oatmeal raisin, they had mint chocolate chip, they had everything. And I said, give me 2 chocolate chip cookies and vanilla ice cream. I walked away happy. And then my friend Jake got too cute and he ate it and he took 2 bites and he said, this isn't good. And I said, you know what? It's good. Mine, the boring one.
Yeah.
Yep.
I like it.
Don't screw around.
I like
Just
it.
get what's good.
Oh, that's awesome.
And vanilla can be anything. You
Yeah.
put sprinkles on it.
Or even plain. Like I do.
Or plain. Yeah.
Man, a good
Like a
creamy
monster.
like vanilla bean or whatever. Hell yeah, I'm down for that.
However, we have I don't know if you guys have it out by you, but we have Handles out here, which is like sort of our designer ice cream place, or one of the many. California has too many designer ice cream places, right? Like we have McConnell's, we have Handles, we have all this stuff. But Handles has like this thing where it's like orange sherbet with vanilla ice cream in it, so it's like a creamsicle, and that is peak. It is very, very good.
That gets you out of the box, out of the vanilla box.
Yeah, that will do it. They also have this thing. It's like Graham Central Station, and it's like graham cracker and chocolate or something like that. That one's also very good.
Love that.
I like the name.
I like when ice cream places have fun names for ice cream.
Mm-hmm.
Any place, really. Yeah. Well, is there anything that you want to promote that is out
I
now,
can't promote
or...
anything. I don't know if you can find a trade of X Factor or Way of X or your Knights of X, or did you buy? Oh, actually, no. If you can find Black Cat Social Club, buy that, because we still haven't made a single royalty off it because nobody bought it. So, and it's a very cute book. Yeah, it was a real unfortunate thing where like the company that put it out was between marketing people, and then by the time they finally had somebody on for marketing, it was like already past FOC for everything, and it was just kind of like we just kind of got hung out. And so like it wasn't anybody's fault, you know. It just kind of happened the way it happened. But
is it possible to have a re-release then, or
that would be up to Humanoids? That's not up to me. I don't know, but probably not. Because like, are they going to want to spend the money to, you know, get all these people done or whatever? So,
I got you.
But the answer is probably not. But you know, it's available on Amazon or where all fine books are sold. And
nice.
It was a passion project between 2 very good old friends who got to make something really fun, and we really enjoyed it. And everybody that has read it said, "Hey, this was a good book." And I go, "I know. Tell all your friends," and then they don't.
we will hella promote it. Then.
Thank you.
We'll just
yeah,
put it out there.
I'll put a link to the Amazon in the description, and
appreciate it.
I'll definitely have at least one copy on my shelf. So
yeah, I hope you enjoy it.
It'll go on the stack over here.
Sweet.
In your book of backlogs.
My stack too. I get it. No shame in it.
Well, that's awesome. Any last words of advice for our degenerate friend over here who doesn't get any of his shit finished?
I try so hard.
Good, not great. It's better to make something than to make something perfect. Just make it.
Yeah, I've been trying to live with that mantra.
It's the journey, not the destination. Every drawing is a chance to get better. If it's not perfect, it doesn't matter, as long as you made the thing. If you make the thing, you're doing better than 90% of everybody else who didn't make the thing.
That's true.
The whole reason I have a job in comics is because I made the thing.
I have redrawn Trevor 6 times, but now I'm finally at a point where I'm like, he doesn't need to be redrawn anymore. I'm happy where he's at. and I just have to do a whole.
This is the
character
reason I
sheet
have a
every-
career. I drew this book. That's it.
Oh yeah, that's from 2016, right?
Yep.
Was
Oh,
that? Oh
nice.
no. I'm thinking of what was it?
Yeah, but there's a
King's Quest is what I.
this is probably 2015, 2016, something like that.
Nice.
But yeah, I actually made the thing, right? You make the thing and then
Make the thing and it'll open doors.
and then yep,
right?
that's it.
Yeah,
Best way to work in comics is to make comics, because no one can stop you.
Yeah.
I like that. I like that a lot. All right.
There you go.
That's
Let
good-
that be a
that's a
lesson
good
to
thing.
all of you fine listeners.
Yes.
Yeah,
If
that
you want-
applies to more
if
than
you
just
wanna do
art,
this-
yeah.
Everybody
Stupid-
soak that
Yeah,
in.
you want to do this stupid job? Just do it. Just start drawing. What's wrong with you?
Be like Nike. Just do it.
Yeah,
Just do it. Shia LaBeouf.
yeah. This look, making comics isn't hard. You just gotta get good at it, idiot. Just make them.
You just have to get good,
Just
Scrub.
get good, moron. Like, you don't even have to be good. You just need to tell a story. It's fine.
Oh,
It's fine, you
That's
know.
awesome.
that's fucking brilliant.
Yeah, you could just do a comment that's just a bunch of mute characters. There's no lettering or anything. It's just a bunch of.
XKCD is just stick figures. It doesn't matter. You know,
That's a point. He has a point.
There you go.
you're
There's some
already a
inspiration
leg
for
up
you.
on everybody because your drawings are really good. So you know,
Oh.
and the concept is great. Just fill in the rest of it with some bullshit. It's fine.
There you go.
Just put some dialogue in there and just have them run around and fight monsters or whatever. You'll make $1 million. It's great.
Put your own soft serve in the back corner somewhere.
There will be a poster.
Good.
There you go. All right.
Oh man.
Thank you very much. I don't want to take up any more of your time.
No worries. I
Yeah.
appreciate it. Thank you for having me on.
You were absolutely fantastic. So
Thank you very
Thank you.
much. I appreciate it.
to all of you degenerates, to be continued.